to like unemployment look for next year.
Take it away.
So one of the things, yeah, obviously the economy getting weaker and AI is eating some jobs. It's not going to eat jobs at an alarming rate like a lot of people put out there. It's going to
Yeah.
continue to eat up jobs probably over the next decade, but it's not like we're going to all of a sudden have a million jobs gone because of AI in a very short period of time. You're just going to have a lot of it's like been middle management type people replaced because AI can replace and do a lot of the stuff that they were doing, or a lot of people in tech. It's replacing probably a lot of tech jobs because all these developers now AI can help develop stuff, and then
Yep.
you only need a couple. Like for instance, there's one company I was looking at, they had 20 developers on it. They were able to take the two best guys, the two really good developers they had, fire the other 18 and use AI, and they're just overseeing AI and they're just as productive, if not more than what they were with 20 people. So that's kind of thing looking at the future here with unemployment. We should continue this uptrend over the next not just year, but years with unemployment. But there's also going to be probably some opportunities that come from AI too for additional jobs, right? For a lot of people being able to create their own business with the use of AI, which may develop and create more things. So, it's just like going back when the automobile came about and everybody thought all these jobs are going to be gone because of horse and carriage and all things. Well, all the parts needed to make an automobile, there's a lot, right? And now you got these
Yeah.
data centers. You got to build out data centers. That's a lot of
Yeah.
jobs to for these people to build out data centers, to be building out nuclear power plants to power these data centers. So there's a lot of jobs that are going to come as well as other ones leaving. So we will see unemployment go up. I just don't see catastrophic is what is kind of where I'm going with it. So we should have this
Yeah.
slow,
Yeah.
steady increase, you know.
It's a shift in it creates new jobs and a shift away some people work. And you're giving examples of shift away some people work and some new
Yeah.
jobs. I mean,
It's shifting the economy, you
yeah,
Yeah.
know.
yeah,
Yeah.
right. Like people are doing more robotics hardware. So people got to build the robots, people got to build all these drones that, for delivery services in the future, the data centers that Paul just mentioned, et cetera. Other things to think about too is like when spreadsheets like Microsoft Excel and Lotus 123 came out in the back in the day, it didn't replace all accountants like people thought they would. No, it
Right.
created jobs like FP&A, forecast planning and analysis, and other things that those types of finance people didn't really do in the past, right?
Right.
And created all these new cash flow models and everything else. So you might have not needed as big of a staff, but it also opened up opportunities for new kind of like career path developments for folks. So,
Yeah.
yeah, it's going to be a mix of elimination, reskilling, call it, and
Mhm.
new areas.
And I do think we're going to get more and more people already seeing it. Like my middle son's a prime example, going into the trades, right? You're going to have hopefully more people getting into become electricians, become plumbers, become carpenters, and make really good money. My cousin up in Pennsylvania, who unfortunately does a ton of work for the union, but his guys make like 90 bucks an hour working for the union, doing
Yeah.
pavers, doing things like that. So it's great jobs for people. They don't need to go to college. Good thing about AI, in my opinion, is it's going to really damage the college system. The college system has damaged this country in a lot of different ways. So it's good that it's going to hopefully consolidate colleges and hopefully get their heads out of their ass. They should have always had tech jobs in college. They should have always been teaching tech in college. They should have had plumbing, plumbers there, electricians, all that, integrate them all together with other people who do white collar work.
Yeah.
Things would have been a lot better in this country had they done that a long time ago. Now they're a little late to the game, but those
Yeah.
colleges
Now
that
we
do
wouldn't have to
that,
Yeah.
outsource all that stuff.
yep,
And you're already seeing college consolidation, right? Just in the
yes,
Philadelphia area last 2 years, a few local colleges just went under, right?
went
And
under. Hmm.
Yeah,
I didn't,
Villanova bought a
impacted by
couple of
one of
different
them.
colleges, right?
What was
Yeah,
that?
Villanova bought
Villanova bought
a
some.
couple different
Yeah,
colleges, right?
yeah,
Cabrini and another one.
Yeah, you'll have the ones that consolidate that are good, that are well run. And then you'll have the ones that are smaller ones that are just going to get eaten up. And hopefully it'll just be less. And they all need to reduce their costs. So that's the biggest thing they need. It's so affordable for me to send my youngest son here to college in Florida. It's under 20 grand a year to live there, to go there. It's the way it should be everywhere. I mean, college should not be this expensive. It's become a joke. What we were paying in Gettysburg was $89,000 a year. That's insane. For what?
Yeah.
And these kids come out, if they get student loans, they can't get mortgages. I personally think the number one reason why the average age went from 28 28 years old to buy your first house to a decade later, or 40, is college costs, college
Yeah, it's probably a
tuition.
big part of it for
The
sure.
biggest
Yeah.
part,
Has
the
to be.
biggest,
Yeah.
bigger than the inflation that we hit, which pushed
Yeah.
housing prices up in our rates.
Just think about that
Um,
loan payment that you got to pay off every month.
it's a
You
mortgage
can't afford
payment.
a mortgage then. Yeah.
And God forbid you need to buy a car or finance a car. How are you going to ever qualify for a mortgage? You're not going to be able to. But all this is going to, over the next 5 to 10 years, be good for us from the aspect that foreclosures are going to be higher, which sucks for people, but it's better for us for more opportunity to find things. And it should keep pricing kind of more stable, where I don't think we're going to have any crazy increases in pricing unless we get some drastic inflation coming in again somehow, you know? Just my thoughts. That was just my thoughts on that.
No, it makes sense. It's we since '08, right? We've underbuilt single family
Yep.
homes and population continue to increase legally, illegally, right? And it's
Yes.
just a natural supply and demand thing.
Yeah.
They say we're about 3.2 million houses under what we need, single family housing, that is.
Yeah.
But we're so drastically overbuilt on a multifamily right now. The multifamily is getting killed. And there's good reason that we didn't get into that, Mike. We saw how competitive it was, how crazy it was, and it was
And
just
again, I'm
things don't
sure
get set.
it's going to vary by market. Some markets is
Yep.
probably strong.
Yeah.
Others, they probably too much supply on the market. Yeah.
And also in a lot of those markets too, like different states, there are regulations in there to build, you know. It makes it so expensive for the builders to build that they're not going to build there. They can't
Well,
make any
think
money.
about